Players who actually reach that top echelon of elite performance aren't best at one thing. He's certainly great at carrying the ball. He's certainly unbelievable at actually having body awareness in traffic. You know, I've never seen a guy fend across his body like he does, but it's not just people miss what he does with his body when he's doing that.
Just when they played with him early with that width to win in their game, you know, you sort of hesitate should you come up and in and try and cut him off, or you know, hold off a bit and try and get some help off your other inside defenders. And you know, I think if you give him too much room to move, he'll burn you. You know, 9 times out of 10.
It's like this, y'all. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. He doesn't need his name up in lights, he just wants to be heard, whether it's to beat him. He knows the code, it's not about the salary, it's all about reality and making some noise, making a story, making sure his click stays up. That means when he puts it down, Tox picking it up. Let's go.
Who the hell is he anyway? He never really talks much, never concerned with status, but still leaving him starstruck. Humble through opportunities given despite the fact that many misjudge him cause he makes a living from writing raps. Put it together himself, got a picture connects, never asking for someone's help or to get some respect. He's only focused on what he wrote, his will is beyond reach, and now it all unfolds, the skill of an artist.
This is 20% skill, 80% fear, be 100% clear, cause Ryu was ill. Who would've thought he'd be the one that set the West in flames? And I heard him wreck it with the crystal method, name of the game. Came back, dropped Megadeth, took him to church. I like Bleach, man. Ryu had the stupidest verse, this dude is the truth. Now everybody giving them guest spots and stocks through the roof. I heard he fucking with that stock.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
They call him Ryu, he's sick and he's spitting fire. And Mike got him out the dryer, he's hot. Found him in Fort Minor with top, but a fucking nihilist porcupine. He's a prick, he's a cock. The type women wanna be within rappers, hope he gets shot. 8 years in the making, patiently waiting to blow. Now the record with your notice taking over the globe. He's got a partner in crime, his shit is equally dope. You won't believe the kind of shit that comes out of this kid's throat.
He's not your everyday on the block. He knows how to work with what he's got, making his way to the top. He often gets a comment on his name. People keep asking him, was it given that birth or does it stand for an acronym? No, he's living proof. Let him rock in the booth. He'll get you buzzing quicker than a shot of vodka with juice. Him and his crew are known around as one of the best, dedicated to what they do and give 100%.
Forget Mike, nobody really knows how or why he works so hard. It seems like he's never got time because he writes every note and he writes every line. And I've seen him at work when that light goes on in his mind. It's like a design is written in his head every time before he even touches a key or speaks in a rhyme. And those motherfuckers he runs with, the kids that he signed, ridiculous, without even trying. How do they do it? This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name. This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5% pleasure, 50% pain, and 100% reason to remember the name.
The 2008 centenary test between Australia and New Zealand was to be a night of celebration. Traditional rivals played on the old traditional home of rugby league, the Sydney Cricket Ground, was going to be a night that got everyone excited. However, the evening began in a sombre mood when we learned only hours earlier the great Jack Gibson, coach of the century, had passed away.
And we've just learnt news that Jack Gibson has passed. I'm absolutely shattered. It's very hard to digest, I have to say.
It wasn't long though before football was back in everyone's minds, just as Jack would have liked. After only 6 minutes, a cross kick from Australian halfback Jonathan Thurston is stalked by centre Greg Inglis. His first instance, it looks as though Greg Inglis has bombed the try. The ball ricochets off his head.
Smith is looking around for Thurston. He finds him. Thurston chips over the top, and they try to... Oh, hang on a moment.
The crowd is absolutely stunned.
It looks as though that he's going to knock this straight over the dead ball line. Oh, that is freakish.
Gasnier is the try scorer. That's legal, and legal.
Coaches often talk to young kids about the importance of not giving up. And I guess we all relate that to the time we're behind on the scoreboard, but we want them to keep trying. In professional sport though, never giving up has a different meaning. You can't ever give up on a play. Not for 1 minute, not for the full 80 minutes. And this exhibition of brilliance and athleticism from Greg Inglis typifies that attitude and gave us one of the greatest moments in Australian Rugby League history.
This is 10% luck, 20% skill, 15% concentrated power of will, 5%